All right, folks, here we are in Jerusalem. That is the entrance to the Machane Yehuda market, one of the most famous markets that you have here, or the most famous in the country, to meet a very, very unique person. And I think I can see him here. There he is. Avi!
what's up?
what's up?
מה, אתה מצלם?
Good.
לא, לא, אל תצלם.
ככה זה עובד. So how did you end up, ultra-Orthodox guy from Bet Shemesh, traveling to, let's see, you did Saudi Arabia,
Yeah,
Pakistan,
Iraq, Sudan,
Somalia,
Tunisia,
Tunisia,
Indonesia, Malaysia, Brunei. Yeah, I've been to some.
all Muslim countries, some of them Arab, don't have
Yeah.
relationship with Israel,
Yeah.
and you have another passport you can enter
Yeah, I
with.
have another one. Yeah.
And the crazy thing is he's doing it like visibly Jewish part of the time, not all the
Yeah,
time.
most
when
of the time.
possible.
Most of the time, I'm visibly Jewish.
Visibly Jewish, unlike me that
I
I'm.
do it for the asbara. You know, that way people come, they want to interact with you, and then it's a great opportunity to tell people, the truth about Israel. You know, because many people, they don't know really what's going on in Israel. They just hate Jews or hate Israel for reasons that don't exist. So when you're visibly Jewish, it makes people approach you, and then it's good.
Yeah, but you said even that in a place like Indonesia, which is very far away, that they don't even necessarily know you're Jewish. They just know you have some type of
people, they see my hairstyle.
Yeah.
They like come play with it. Are you from Libya or something?
Yeah.
They don't even know that it's Jewish. And when I
Yeah.
get my kippah, especially in Africa, they think I'm Christian because it's like the Pope.
Like-
you know, you're like a Pope. Yeah, a lot of people don't know what it is, but whoever does
Yeah.
has some kind of interaction with you. Most of the time, it's positive, and when it's negative, you make it positive.
Yeah. So when was it negative and you made it positive? Give an example.
Once I was in Cairo, and like a long time ago, and I was in a restaurant, and I heard people talking about politics, and I wasn't visibly Jewish. I hid my curls under a hat,
Yeah.
and then I wanted to hear their opinion about Israel. So I went up to them, and I told them that I'm an American tourist in Egypt, and I'm taking the bus to Israel, if they could give me any tips about Israel.
Yeah.
And they told me they prefer to eat camel shit than speak to an Israeli. And I was like, okay, wow. And then I told them, why do you say so? And they didn't know I'm Israeli yet. I told them, why do you say you prefer to eat camel shit than speak to an Israeli? So they opened up their phone and started showing me so many bad things about Israel and Jewish people and the IDF. So I wasn't scared. I told them, that was the first time I did hasbara, you know?
Yeah.
So I said, this is a great opportunity to expose the truth about Israel and to show them that everything they know about Israel is not 100% true. So then I took out my phone and I started showing them about how the IDF helps Palestinians and about all the good things about Israel and Jewish people. And then they told me, if it's your first time going to Israel, how do you have all this stuff on your phone? I'm like, to be honest, I'm Jewish from Israel. And then they said, okay, we're going to kill you.
Really?
There were like a few guys, and I was by myself in a restaurant.
In a restaurant?
Yeah. So they said, okay, we're going to kill you right now. And they meant it, you know, like there were a few men. So I told them, okay, I don't mind if you kill me, but on one condition. I'll let you kill me. I'll voluntarily let you kill me on one condition. If we have a 1 hour conversation, and we'll have a 1 hour conversation, after that you can kill me.
Yeah.
They're like, okay, we spoke. And I proved to them that not everything they hear on the media is always true, and how there's lots of fake media, and that all the negative things they know about us is 99% not true.
Yeah.
And I managed to convince them. We became friends. They even paid for my stuff in the restaurant.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, but also the fact that you're able to convince, because like some of these people, they believe what they want to believe. I had a meeting. I mean, I had my adventures in Egypt, and most of the people who watch my channel know about my video in Egypt because it's my most watched one.
Okay.
And getting kicked off a motorbike in Egypt and all that stuff. Okay, so we shared some insane adventures, insane travel adventures. Yeah. I thought I was a pretty adventurous traveler, but this guy puts me to shame. What he's done But how did you even start? Okay, you're a ultra-Orthodox guy from Bet
Yeah.
Shemesh.
Yeah. I come from a very ultra-Orthodox community, like one of the most strictest in the world. Yeah.
Which one is it? Like, what's it?
Haredi, Hasidi.
Hasidim.
Oh, Bobov.
Okay.
It's like hardcore.
So this is a thing that we secular people don't know the difference necessarily.
It's
between
one of the
Breslev and the this and
Yeah, the viewers might not get it, but it's one of the most hardcore you could get. Like, we dress fully black and white. We shave bald every week, you know?
Yeah,
that's where I come from.
And it's not exactly a place that encourages you at age 30 to be traveling around the world. You're supposed to be married with 5 kids.
I was supposed to get married when I was 18. And then at 18, I was like, let me go on a trip. And since then, I'm traveling. Now I'm traveling for 14 years. Almost non-stop.
What made you go on the trip in the first place?
I went on one trip with friends, had fun.
Yeah.
Then I got addicted. Now it's my lifestyle. Now I'm traveling full time.
Yeah. And even taking other people on trips. That's how you fund it.
Yeah. So now not now, but like 10 years ago, I became really good at traveling that today people pay me to join me.
Yeah.
So it's good. Yeah.
Yeah, it's quite the thing. It probably pays better than YouTube, if I could guess. But yeah, I mean, the thing is, basically, I actually got to know Avi because I went to Indonesia recently and I wasn't sure what it would be like as someone from Israel to go to Indonesia, and heard about Avi, that he traveled to so many of these, quote, hostile countries, but that turn out not always to be that hostile. Like, what is your thing about that where, you know, especially when you grew up in Israel, like any of these Muslim countries that don't have official relations with Israel, you think of them as the enemy.
Right.
And that it's very dangerous to go there. Now, is it?
But there is always, it's divided into three. There's the country, that's usually the politics and the government.
Yeah.
Then there's the culture.
Yeah.
And then there's the actual people on the ground.
Right.
So even if you hear, for example, that India hates Pakistan, it doesn't mean that if an Indian goes to a coffee shop in Pakistan, he tells somebody he's from India, that person in the coffee shop is going to punch him in the face. You know, so even
it's actually very rare for something like that to happen.
Exactly. So even if many countries hate Israel or the Israeli nation or Jewish people, doesn't always mean that your one-on-one interactions are going to be negative.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So the people on the ground are always different than what you hear, because I'm not going to meet politicians, even though sometimes I do. But I'm not aiming for regular things. I'm aiming for one-on-one experiences, my personal experiences, and 99% of the time it's very positive, you know, so.
No, I agree. I had a lot of positive interactions, a couple negative ones, particularly in Egypt.
Yeah, Egypt, they in general, Egyptians personally hate Israel.
Yeah, that's like, but the thing, even Egypt, where, you know, you would think it's a very hard country to sort of break through that, let's say, preconception and politics and the past wars and everything. Actually, some of the nicest comments I got on my Instagram, and people reached out to me to follow me to this day.
Show them the Jerusalem.
This is Ichud Hatzalah. It's like a first aid service that's run by Ultra-Orthodox people.
Yeah, exactly. But it's not only for Ultra-Orthodox. They founded it. Yeah. And now it's general for the whole Israel.
And the thing that's genius about it is that they were the ones who really invented the motorbike first aid, so they can get to places a lot faster.
Ambucycle.
Yeah. Anyway, what I was saying about Egypt is actually some of the nicest comments that I got on my Insta and everything, and people reached out to me and so forth were from Egypt because of my video in Egypt, because I said nice things about Egypt and I showed like and everything. But I did get a lot more hate on YouTube, like there's no Israel, it's Palestine.
Some people, they're only mean on the keyboard, but in reality they're not.
Yeah. So I'm saying even like in Egypt, where supposedly there's no way you'd ever like break through that like existing animosity, it turns out that you can. This is Yaffa Road?
Yeah.
Yaffa Road. The light rail made it Jerusalem better or not? I don't know. I don't hang out there that much.
Yeah, made it better.
You think so?
Everything you could access easy with the railway.
Yeah. Also get to the Machane Yehuda market. But my God, I was driving here and I had to park and stuff. It
You
was-
went through the riot? There's a crazy riot going on.
Yeah, so there's a protest going on at the entrance to Jerusalem of ultra-Orthodox people saying what? We don't want to serve in the military?
Yeah, they're against army. They're against being forced to serve in the army.
What do you think about it?
I'll tell you, I come from that community,
Yeah.
so I know the way they think. But today I'm half out of the community, so I know the way general Israel thinks. It's complicated. One second. I'll tell you why they don't want to serve in the army. Many people make up reasons like they say, oh, they're anti-Israel, anti-Zionist, anti-this. They have the real reason why they don't serve in the army is because they have a very closed lifestyle. And serving in the army will kind of ruin their lifestyle. Basically, they don't expose themselves to the outside world. If it's violence, politics, or like in the army, sometimes they don't pray or whatever. They don't keep the Orthodox lifestyle. So that's why they don't want to serve there.
This is
Jaffa Street,
Jaffa Street,
center of Jerusalem.
kind of, yeah. I mean, it used to be like a big bustling regular road. They
You
built it like
remember
that. I remember those days,
That's
yeah.
like 15, 16 years ago.
Well, okay, well, I'm 36.
Oh, you're
So,
like many people here, the young generation
Yeah.
doesn't know that stuff.
they don't know that stuff.
Many
So,
people were born into this.
so that's what it used to be. And that's the Machane Yehuda market, which we're going to check out now before we end this video, which is the most famous market in Israel and also very expensive.
It's become a tourist hotspot.
Yeah, a tourist trap, maybe.
Yeah, also. Huh.
Yeah, I would call it a
I
tourist
don't
trap.
buy anything there, it sucks.
Yeah. No, we'll see. We're just gonna see what's going on over there. And a lot of well, actually, there's a mix of population. There's like locals, there's religious people, non-religious, Arabs here. I think, as well.
Arabs, Jews, Christians, tourists, white, black, all genders, all races, all religions, all nationalities. Here, let's
Well,
go.
you have all of that here in Israel.
Yeah, but
Yeah, a lot of
here,
stuff.
here, mix it like, yeah.
Yeah.
On holidays, this place is full. Weekends also, you can't walk here on a weekend.
Well, this is what it is like now.
On
Also quite
Thursday
crowded.
night, you cannot see the ground.
Yeah. Check it out, guys. Look. Market is hard at work. And David, I heard, you know how much it costs to rent a shop here?
Lots.
Do you know how much it costs to rent like this little crummy little thing here? It's thousands of dollars a month.
Yeah, it is.
Because
it is.
the potential income is insane.
$1,000?
Thousands.
אתה מגזים.
It's more or less.
כמה זה עולה? כמה עולה להשכיר פה חנות? להשכיר פה?
It's more.
More. I said thousands.
1,000.
I didn't say 1,000.
20,000 shekels for a month.
6,000 bucks.
For like
yeah.
a small
If
little
it's
shop.
big.
For a small little shop like that.
Yes.
All right, you see?
Where's this going? To the YouTube?
My YouTube, yeah.
Kill me. My wife doesn't know that I'm here. You're in trouble.
Well, it's gonna come out weeks later, so you'll have a cover story.
See you guys.
Yeah, enjoy. Shalom, shalom.
He has a spice shop. I always bring I bring tourists to your place.
Everyone knows you here, huh?
No, I bring people from Pakistan, Iran.
Oh, hey.
I bring all the forbidden tourists into his place.
How can Iranis enter here?
I get them special permits.
Who would you talk to get them a special permit? If you're from Iran, contact me.
If you're from any country that does not have diplomatic relations with Israel and you want to visit, contact Alec.
No, just contact Avi
No,
directly. I'm gonna put his Instagram here at the bottom.
But
of
you
the
don't want to
description.
connect your followers also? Let them connect to you and to me. We'll
All
give
right,
them a
both.
tour of Israel.
Both of them. All right, but here, look. Okay, look at the olives and all that. Classic.
Yeah.
And here, Ben, you can't even walk here, maybe. I don't know if you can walk.
But you should know that every night after sunset, this becomes a party zone. Did you know that?
Well, I
And
was
it becomes bars, clubs.
Yeah. Well, you can see here that some of this is more of a bar.
Yeah.
Uncle, actually. Uncle, הכל טוב? Okay. He's giving us a tasting. מה איזה זה פה?
What? זה האישה.
האישה? איפה זה מיוצר?
This is my bar, yeah.
פה. It's like draft beer. Yeah, but the noise though.
Thursday night. Come here Thursday night. This place rocks. לחיים. תודה.
מאוד טעים, it's like light beer.
Yeah.
בהיר, נכון?
Fellow Carlsberg
Yeah.
and Heineken.
Yeah.
No, not too much and not small.
Right.
Okay? And I want to give you try falafel, okay?
Israeli Kitchen Aisha in the market here. Machane Yehuda market, if you ever go. Never mind, just want to give us. Akol tov, akhi. Akol tov, akhi. Akol tov. This guy wants to take care of us. He wants to take care of us. You see?
No.
All right, here's the falafel. Here's the falafel. Look what's inside.
Yes,
The green. All right.
Very good, yeah?
Yeah.
L'chaim.
Oh, two. Oh. You can get halva, which is that sweet. I don't know how to describe what it is in English.
No, it's halva. In English also,
but
yeah.
some people don't know what halva is.
It's sugar, sesame, grinded and mixed into a bar, and it comes out really good.
So you know how to describe it better than me. Oh, this is something interesting. You, Avi, might be able to tell us something about this. In ultra-Orthodox communities,
Yeah.
tzedakah,
Yeah.
is there a word for that in English? Which is just like donation?
It's charity, but
Charity.
it's also similar to the Muslims. They also have a thing called sadaqah. Did you know that?
Oh, it's called sadaqah.
Sadaqah, tzedakah.
Yeah.
It's you give charity.
So I know that charity is very big in
So-
Islam. Like you see, especially towards Ramadan, everyone they start to give out.
So it's
money.
called sadaqah,
Okay. Well,
and it's like tzedakah. It's you give charity, and in Judaism actually, you're supposed to give 10% of your profits to tzedakah,
Yeah,
to charity.
myself,
By the Muslims, I think it's 5%.
yeah.
And we're the stingy ones. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, we're supposed to give 10% of all our profits to charity.
Yeah.
At least 10%.
See, it says, this is what it says, tzedakah that we were talking. Okay, so yeah, they want us to put on tefillin.
You want to put on? Go for it. Go. Put on. Yalla, tefillin.
See, the
It takes 1 minute.
The problem when you do a video with an ultra-Orthodox guy is that you can't say no.
It takes 1 minute.
I used to know how to put on tefillin, but I forgot.
You don't know how to put on?
I
Okay,
forgot.
he's gonna
I know
show
you
you.
need to do seven.
I can help
You
you.
need to do seven. How do you say?
7 wraps around your arm.
7 wraps.
מצב, אחי? מה קורה?
Right?
אבי היקר.
טוב לראות אותך. So we have somebody else joining us to put on תפילין. אתה בא לפה כל יום להניח תפילין?
ברור.
אז הנה, אתה גם עושה מצווה, איזה יופי.
But isn't it too late? I thought tefillin is only for the morning.
No, it's meant for the morning, but you could catch it until sunset. So if you run late or something, this is my
There's
friend.
Something. When Abba is waiting to the phone call of his son, it doesn't matter if it came in the morning, in the noon, in the afternoon.
Beautiful.
There is waiting for you.
Father is God.
Yes,
He's waiting.
God of Mother of
So you're gonna have a quick conversation with your creator now?
Can't get out of it, man. You can't get out of it.
See what it says here? This is how you write Israel in Hebrew.
Israel.
All right, so yeah, he goes here, and now we got to do 7, right? 7. 7 wraps.
Yeah, we have 3 here, and then we have 7 more.
We got 3 and 7 and 10. Those are important numbers in Judaism. I can do it.
Okay, you can do it? All right.
We got 3. So it's not like 4, 5, 6, and 7, right?
Right.
And then there's also something that you need to do here with the hand, right? It needs to
Well,
go-
first you need to put on your head a tefillin.
Okay. So everything in its space.
Yeah.
See, if it wasn't for Avi, I hadn't put on tefillin in like 10 years.
10 years.
Probably something like that.
Mitzvah.
Yeah.
And Afi help you.
We have mitzvah cheerleaders.
We're good Jews over here in Jerusalem.
Amazing.
Hold on. Now we put it in the
It
center.
goes in the center.
And then we fix
And of course, there are blessings, and the blessings are inside.
Yeah.
Symbolism. It's a very big thing in Judaism. There's a lot of symbolism behind all
I was gonna tell you before that whenever I travel, no matter where I go, I always take my tefillin. It's one of the things that I try to
to
do
have
what.
with you at all times.
Yeah, so I've taken it to Pakistan, Baghdad, Somalia,
Really?
Sudan. This always comes with me, and I believe that this protects me. If it works or not, I guess it works because I'm here a
Probably
lot.
works, so you'd be dead by now.
Exactly.
After sneaking into
And bye, sababa. Bye. Okay.
after sneaking into Iran and what other
Yeah, I smuggled my tefillin into Iran, Somalia, many other countries, and it could be that this protects me. So
you put it around the finger.
yeah, and then this.
Explain the wrap around the finger.
So this is the special rabbi's wrapping.
Yeah.
When there's different ways to wrap it. So this is the Chabad version.
Yeah.
When I wrap it, I actually spell God's name with the strap. So it's Shin Daled Yud, and I
That is Shaddai is the
Yes,
name of God.
yes, and I
one of the names of God.
And with these straps, I spell it
Yeah.
on my hand. So
Right.
now the rabbi is going to tell you a short blessing.
Yes. So.
All right. So we basically put our hand over our eyes.
Like
and
when you say Shema Israel. Yeah.
that's what we were about to do.
Yeah. Shema Israel, one of the oldest prayers that exists in mankind. It's like 700 BC was written. It's in the Bible, and it's a very early description of monotheism.
Yeah.
Monotheism, Adonai Echad, one God. Before any of the other religions adopted this crazy principle of one God, it is.
Started here, yeah.
Right. Shema Israel, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
I want to tell you something.
Okay, yeah.
You asked me how it is to be a religious Jew traveling around the world.
Yeah.
And there's more than 613 commandments that we need to keep as a Jew. But there's one of them that I'm very makpid every day is to take 2 minutes and put this on every morning and do a quick prayer. So, yeah.
Yeah, it's one of the easy basic ones. And one of the feel-good ones because you get to wrap yourself in God's presence.
It could also be a death wish in many countries, but we do it anyways.
This guy walks around like this, it's okay. He knows how to do it and get away with it.
Yalla.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Robbie.
Sure. Take care, Al.
Have a good day. Thank you.
I don't. This turned off. I don't know.
No, it's still on.
It's still on,
After
just-
5 minutes to save battery, and because it thinks it shouldn't be filming that long, it turns itself off.
One second. You need to teach me how to hold the camera.
Avi is learning how to vlog here. There's not much to learn. You just turn it on here and then you hold it. That's it.
No, but is there good posing or lighting or?
No,
Where?
well, yeah. You want the light to be coming from ahead of you to here. See, now it's dark. It's not great lighting that we have. Actually, there's not.
You could play with the brightness on the computer after.
No, you can, but there's only. See now, look how
Now
bright.
they see us, we don't see them.
Yeah, now we're like it's a bit. The sun is really hard, but now the lighting is good. It's coming in at us. So that's what you want.
So we need to wear sunglasses and vlog in front of the sun.
Yeah, but then some people like Bolden Bankrupt, famous vlogger, he's always with sunglasses, but then
It's good.
well, it's good. Only you can't connect with. You can't really see the person. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the problem. But it's funny. It's like, what do I need to do? It's like nothing. Turn on the camera and
I need
vlog.
to get one of these. But I think the easy part is to take the videos, but the hard part is the editing.
Well, if you want to try connect it into a coherent story, it requires a bit of training. You know, to everything that we filmed today,
Yeah, you need to do.
you're not gonna see
most of-
2/3 of it, and you're gonna see like a
2/3, wow.
condensed, easier to watch version. But yeah, like that's the beauty of vlogging though, because every person who vlogs creates something completely different, as opposed to like taking nice pictures where it's like they all look the same. Like you take a picture of the pyramids in Giza, they all look
Yeah.
the same.
You're right.
But your vlog experience will always be different. Who harassed you to sell you a souvenir? What person you met?
Egyptian,
What this?
Those Egyptians, they hassle a lot.
Yeah, those guys. But not only in Egypt, everywhere. Actually, in Indonesia also, they tried to sell me at the temples that Avi probably didn't go to because he doesn't go to touristic sites. The
No,
moment we're doing this.
I went off.
Yeah,
You know, what I did mostly in Indonesia was train trips. I love trains.
yeah,
So I was half of the time on the train.
yeah. No, I do a mix. Like, I like to go to the slums and then go to like the nice like places. What I do like about the actual touristic sites is that they do actually express a lot of the history of the place. Like if you want to
Right.
learn about the history,
So then it's a great place to learn.
then you go and you figure out and stuff like that. But I mix. Watch my videos and you'll see.
I'm gonna start watching your videos now.
Now, I was talking to the audience, but you can watch
No,
them
but
as
I'm
well.
going still.
Check that out. Look, the artwork on the wall. It's like there are people in the windows, but not. Anyway, Avi, come to the right location. You're asking where you're supposed to film.
Supposed to be here.
Yeah,
Okay.
into the sun. It's rough. Like you're into the sun, but then you can see us. So
Thank you for coming to visit me in Jerusalem.
yeah, I came all the way to
Come
Jerusalem,
again.
overcame the traffic and the bad parking and the craziness here. When you're driving here, oh my God, it's absolutely crazy.
Yeah.
But inspiring guy. Look, it shows you can travel anywhere
Thank you.
of any background.
Yeah.
And you know, you got to be careful, but the world's not as scary as it
I'll
seems.
tell you,
or not.
there's one thing people need to know. Don't believe what they say, go see.
No.
The
And
world
that's
is
the
good.
clue about Israel. You should
Yeah,
come and see
don't
for
believe what
yourself.
they say about Israel, because everybody could say their own opinions or what they think. But the only way to know the truth is to come and see.
Yeah.
So
And it's the same, you know, for us to go to other countries that we
Yeah.
hear bad things about, and then you go and I went to some of these places and saw with my own eyes, and you see that, okay, it's a little different. Yeah, there are some bad things, of course. No country is perfect, and no people are perfect, and you see problems as well. But you also see lots of good people and lots of good
if you come
interactions.
visit Israel,
Yeah, definitely. If
We'll
you
give
come.
them a tour.
Yeah, of Bet Shemesh. Of the Ultra-Orthodox
I live
city.
in the most least touristic city in Israel. So.
Yeah, it's filled with Ultra-Orthodox families, so that's interesting as well. All right, guys, yalla. See you around next time. Bye-bye.